Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something to sit up on, you might grab it, blanket, cushion, or block. And come into a comfortable cross-legged position. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. Feeling what's touching the floor or your props. And lengthening up away from that. Nice tall spine. And you can keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by taking the right arm up. We'll bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and then take it back as far as you can. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in. Feeling around inside of each shape. To release, right arm comes back up, open it out, and then take it across, and we'll hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. As you do, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across the chest. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at your waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, and then elbows go towards one another. From here, circle your right shoulder. And then reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold forward. And this could be just dropping the chin to the chest or folding part way or all the way to the floor. Let's release. Come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and then take it back. Draw the ribs in, draw the belly in. And then feel around inside of each shape. Each shape is presenting different parts of the body. You might notice waking up different sensations. And then release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. As you do so, draw back through your left shoulder. And then release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold whatever amount, working with your body. And release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees. Let's roll our way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through, come to an upper back arch, and try and keep the back of the neck long. And then we'll release, bring the feet to the floor and bring hands to the backs of the legs, putting a little pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So now abdominals are working to support you. And we'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Now, exhale back, release the arms and come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. Let's hold this last one. Come up, holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones. Keep the heart lifting, shoulders dropping. And then release, round back, hold here. You can come down as low as feels right for you, engaging what's useful, softening, releasing what's not needed. And then release. Let's come all the way forward into a high push-up position. We'll set the hands right under the shoulders, extend the feet back, bringing the whole body into a straight long line. Feel a connection between your head and your heels. Shift forward as you lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend, and this could be low or high. Cobra or up dog. You might test the waters, going gently at first. Feel free to move around. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Take your time, opening up into this down dog. You may want to pedal out your feet or shift your hips side to side. And then drop the knees and sink back to child's pose. Releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Let's come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. And let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. Parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. And then bend your knees a little more. Slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. One vertebrae at a time, stacking up. Let's come up to the front of the mat. We'll bring feet together or apart, hands together at the heart. Come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for all of your transitions. And then each time we rest, choose a pose that feels like a rest for you. So could rest in down dog, but you could also come back to child's pose or sitting or onto your forearms or knees. One more deep breath. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then bring the right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. You may want to adjust your footing when you're ready, arms high. Sink low. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretch that left leg straighter, longer, higher. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. Whatever you're choosing to do, feeling that fully. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Try not to skip over the hard parts. If anything, slow them down. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up. Sink low. Feeling your breath. One more here. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Keep reaching that back leg straighter, longer, higher. Let the upper body release even more. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, or something else. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair. Tadasana, hips low, head high, fingers low, but fingers high, but shoulders low. So feel what's going up, what's going down. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, just one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. From here, open out warrior two, shifting hips and arms to the side. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling. Reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg for triangle. Reach out to come down. Going towards a straight line from one arm to the other, towards a long torso, all four sides nice and long. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, make your way back to down dog. You might take a vinyasa or move in some other way. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Open out, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Last breath here. Release, make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good resting pose for you. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's come into a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Get it as far over as you can. And then work the palms towards the center of the chest. Rolling open through the top shoulder. Lengthen your spine as you do. Last breath here. Back to center. Hips low, arms high. Same thing other side, right elbow across. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Release, interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. And then fold, wrapping arms overhead. And you can separate your feet, hip width apart or wider. Let the weight of your arms fall away from you. And then release the arms all the way down. Let that go. Now feel free to just stay here if this is the best option for you. If you want to try crow pose, you can take a little step back from the front of the mat. Plant the hands shoulder width apart, knees to the upper arms, and then begin the process of shifting weight forward. You may get all the weight in your hands, in which case you could lift the feet up. If there's still weight in the toes, be where you are. See if you can slow down your breath. Maybe shift more weight forward. the pose feels complete, come down, bring the feet back to parallel. Let the upper body release. If you want to try stand hand, you can slide your hands under your feet so the toes come up to the wrists. You might need to bend your knees quite a bit in order to reach. And if that doesn't work for you, don't do it. Don't worry about it. Let's make our way back to down dog. If you want to get another crow pose in, you are welcome. You could also just step back or take some movement transition, a vinyasa or something else. Eventually finding your way to down dog. From down dog, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. And then come into a twist here. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. If there's a different variation of this you would prefer, you're welcome. You may drop the back knee for a low lunge. You could take a different arm position. Last breath here. Release. Hands to the floor or blocks if you have them. We're going to drop the back knee. If you want to pat it and you have something, go ahead and grab that. Let's come to a hamstring stretch. We're going to inch the front foot forward and then flex the toes back. So you end up with hips right above the back knee, hands right under shoulders as high as you need them. And if you do want to slide further forward into splits, that's also an option. Feeling where you are, wherever you are right now. Doing your best to move towards the fullest expression of this pose. Meeting your limits, breathing there. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. To release, bring both hands to the inside, turn out through the right foot and come down to lizard pose. So that could be on the elbows or on blocks. And you're welcome to explore, shift around. If you do want to add a quad stretch to this, you could bend the back leg, reach for it and draw it in. If that does not work for you, don't do it. Let's release and make our way back to down dog. So you might take a vinyasa. You could just step back, feeling whatever you are choosing to do. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Come into a twist here, right elbow across. Take whatever variation you did on the other side. If you did do a low lunge or take a different arm position, you can try that again. And then release. Hands to the floor or to the blocks. Drop the back knee. Inch the front foot forward. Flex the toes back. Going towards a flat back. Towards hip square. Towards folding. And if you did go towards splits on the other side, you can try that again. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. Let's bring both hands to the inside. Turn out through the left foot. Lizard pose. You can adjust in any way. Exploring. If you did add a quad stretch, you can add that again. And then release. Make your way to down dog. Take your time. Let's come all the way through to sitting. You can extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back. Inch the heels forward. Lengthen and fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's come back onto our backs. Bring both knees in. Take a circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor and get set up for bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down, lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest with back flat. If you feel like coming up again, come up again, same thing, or any other back bend. Stay as long or short as you like. When the pose feels complete, come down and rest. And you can repeat that process until you don't feel like coming up again. Whether you're back bending, resting, or transitioning, feel what you are doing. If you're still back bending, there's no rush. Take the time you need to finish up. If you are done, move on to a counter stretch. So that could be happy baby or something else. In happy baby, grab the soles of the feet on the inside, press the knees towards the floor. This can be done in stillness or with a little rocking. You can keep your legs bent or straighten them one at a time or together. And then check in with your body. How do you want to wrap up this practice? Is there a last pose or stretch or something you'd like to do to feel complete? Could be an inversion, could be a restorative pose, could be a twist. Really anything or nothing. You can also just start to get your clothing or props in order, self-massage, whatever you need to get ready for a Savasana. Eventually settling into stillness, letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in, roll to one side, and then use your hands to help you back up to sitting. And come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for supporting me in any and all ways. I appreciate hearing from you. If you have requests, I love to hear that you enjoy the practice. Please share this with others who may enjoy it. And if you're able to contribute financially, it's very much appreciated. PayPal, Venmo, and Patreon are all ways you might do that. Thank you.